Welcome back to High School Sports Extra, presented by Nicolet National Bank. 28 local teams entered Level 2 of the football playoffs. 16 are still alive heading into next week's quarterfinal round. Let's recap round 2 from our area and look ahead to Level 3 now, and we'll start in Division 1 with our game of the week from earlier in the show. In case you missed it, Kimberly punted once in their 55-28 win over Neenah last night. Alec Martzel ran wild, 20 carries, 242 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He even added a score through the air for good measure. If you think that's impressive, Martzel didn't even lead the Papermakers in touchdowns. That was his backfield mate, Caleb Frazier, who reached the end zone 4 times. Kimberly Neenah wasn't the only VFA rematch from the regular season in round 2. Appleton North and DC Everest battled the second time last night, and this one was all lightning. North quarterback Matthew Sheckelman was 15 for 22 for 182 yards and 4 touchdown passes. Cal Martini added a score on the ground and 103 yards. The Lightning went on to win 42-6. The Appleton North defense had a pair of interceptions and held Everest to less than 200 total yards. Speaking of rematches, a third second-round rematch in the Division I field featured an FRCC game. Unbeaten Bayport staying that way, putting it on Green Bay Preble in a big way, 49-14. The Hornets were the only team to score twice against the Pirates defense in a single game all season. They did it again Friday night, but it didn't matter because Isaiah Gash ran for 301 yards and 4 touchdowns, and they put this game away early on. After Fond du Lac was upset by 6th-seeded Sun Prairie, we have 3 teams left in the D1 field. Next week, it'll be another VFA North rematch as Kimberly will host Appleton North. The Papermakers won the first meeting 45-14. As for Bayport, they will match up with Milwaukee Marquette in 6 days. The Pirates are looking to clear that quarterfinal hurdle. They've been bounced from Level 3 in each of the past 3 postseasons. The only number 1 seed from our area to fall last night came in Division 2. Pulaski barely escaped an upset in round 1 last week. And last night, the Red Raiders were looking good. They got off to a 20-0 lead, but Superior stormed back in the second half, scoring 20 of their 28 second-half points in the fourth quarter. Pulaski had a good chance, a game-tying field goal late, but it was blocked and returned for a touchdown in the 36-27 Superior victory. Heavy hearts for everyone surrounding the Hortonville football team and community last night as the Polar Bears were playing in honor of teammate Colin Krivishine, who died in a car crash on Monday. Kaukauna jumped out to a 10-0 lead and edged Hortonville 20-14. Noah Van Asten completed 22 of 33 passes for 304 yards and 2 touchdowns for the Ghosts. And on defense, Kaukauna picked off the Polar Bears 3 times on the night. It's the first time in 11 years Kaukauna reaches round 3 of the playoffs. No top seeds left on that side of the D2 bracket. Kaukauna will get to host a quarterfinal game as they play 4th-seeded Superior next week. Winner of that one gets the winner of Brookfield East and Menominee Falls. To Division 3 we go. West De Pere and Grafton were engaged in a first-half shootout Friday night. The top-seeded undefeated Phantoms led 28-17 at the break, and West De Pere's defense clamped down in the second half, shutting out the Blackhawks. Phantoms QB Josh Blount was his usual good self, but this will go down as the David Vanderlot game. 27 carries, 348 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Are you kidding me? One of them coming on that fake punt. The 2018 state runner-up, they're heading to round 3 for the 3rd straight year. Also in Division 3, a pair of explosive offenses faced off as Menasha met up with Fox Valley Lutheran. The Blue Jays broke it open thanks to a 21-point second quarter. 2 of those scores came from Tyler Rail toting the rock. Rail rushed for 206 yards on 36 carries and reached the end zone 3 times as Menasha pulled away from the Foxes to win 35-21. The Blue Jays improved to 10-1 on the season. Of course, that one loss belongs to, drumroll please, West De Pere. The Jays will get the chance to avenge that lone defeat on the season in 6 days. It's a rematch of our high school Sports Extra game of the week from week 6, and it was a barn burner. 98 combined points. West De Pere came out on the positive end of that track meet, winning 56-42. On the other side of the D3 bracket, Plymouth topped Pewaukee 10-6. They're on to the quarterfinals. They'll have a tough challenge, winning a 3rd playoff game for the first time in school history when they travel to top-seeded New Berlin-Eisenhower next week. There was perhaps no greater game, not only in round 1, but the entire postseason so far in 2019, than Freedom's come-from-behind 49-43 triumph over St. Croix Central. The Irish not only trailed to start the game, They also had to overcome a 17-point deficit with 9 minutes left in regulation as well. Freedom QB Reeve Lambrecht completed 10 passes for 240 yards and 2 scores. He also ran for 100 yards on the ground as well. Wrightstown was the only area team playing today. They made the more than 3.5-hour trek west to play Baldwin-Woodville. Tigers led 2-0 in the second half, threatening for more. Quincy Klister makes his way into the end zone. 9-0 Tigers. They would get it back after a turnover. It's Klister yet again going up and over. Tigers up 16-0. Baldwin-Woodville pulled within 10, but Wrightstown was just too much down the stretch. Ben Yeager, direct snap. I could have ran through that hole. Well, maybe not, but that's a 23-6 victory for Wrightstown. So it will be a rematch of the top 2 teams from the Northeastern Conference with a trip to the D4 semifinals on the line Friday as Freedom will welcome in Wrightstown to their place. Once again, it was our Week 5 high school sports extra game of the week. The undefeated Irish edged the Tigers in that one 27-20. These rivals have played 9 times over the last 7 years. The average margin of victory in those games, 1 touchdown. We're guaranteed a state qualifier out of this field, Division 4, because another all-local game will take place next week as Berlin travels to top-seeded Kiel. There's only one local team left playing in Division 5, and that is Chilton. The Tigers went on the road and upset second-seeded Kewanee 41-26 last night. They now head on to take on the top seed Amherst in the quarterfinals. In Division 6, where we have a Cinderella story with Coleman, the Cougars upset number 3 seed Bonduel in round 1, and then 6th-seeded Coleman dismantled number 2 Manawa 46-28. They get number 1 seed Abbotsford next. On the other side of the bracket, defending D5 state champs St. Mary Springs, still humming along. Bob Highland's guys will travel to top-seeded Racine Lutheran on Friday. And finally, to Division 7, it was an all-local affair as Lourdes Academy blew out Reedsville 59-14 last night at Titan Stadium. That gave the Knights a school record with their 11th win of the season. Joshua Bauer, 12 of 15, 229 yards, and 4 touchdown passes for the Knights. So in D7, the quarterfinals will have our only all-local battle of unbeatens as 11-0 Hilbert will host 11-0 Lourdes. What we don't know is where the game will be played. The Wolves have been playing elsewhere this season due to their field conditions at Hilbert. The past few weeks, they've been at Brilliant. All right, it's time to head to the 4th quarter on High School Sports Extra. The Local 5 Top 5 plays, Team of the Week, and more are next, so keep it here.